Welcome back to the Gaming Grannies channel and the second episode of Subnautica. Just a recap. We are going to be working on getting the Pathfinder tool. We'll make an air bladder just for safety's sake, and hopefully we shall start building our habitats. Right, this way. Let's go out and about to the great big blue. Looking around, and looking out for the plants. That we need. All the things that go
30 seconds.
up in the night. Right. Now we need to find some copper. Scanning. Let's scan this boomerang fish. Tab, open, close. Okay, let's keep our eyes open for some limestone nodules. Oh, there was another part of the mod. I think it was this one, whereby these things that are on the ground
Oxygen.
can actually be dismantled. I normally leave that for later on in the game when I have plenty of storage, but I just wanted to show you it is a very effective mod so that it can slowly clear up some of the salvage on the ground, so then you won't have to keep on repeatedly going to that same container. Stop, get some here. Good. Okay. Let's look at some modules. These gravity balls, I swear they are actually respawning. I don't know how many I've actually picked up in the same area, the same crash site. Okay, going along, keeping an eye on the air. Something in here. Sounds like those, yeah, those gassy things.
New creature discovered.
It's our dinner. Water, food. See, I mean, I've come to this one again before. Very annoying. Something sounds like ice. These things following me. Following me. They're exploding somewhere else. Don't need the torch anymore. I'm actually quite glad that the days and nights, well the nights especially, seem to be a lot shorter. It was a great help. Where is the copper when you need it? Nope, not interested in it.
30 seconds.
30 seconds of air. Very annoying. Right, let's just check under our blueprints. Two titaniums. Was we're gonna need it. Oh, inventory is full. Seriously? Always never enough space in one's inventory, no matter what game you play. Okay. Let's get the water situation sorted.
Seek fluid intake.
I read your mind, Annie.
It is common for those accustomed to synthetic foods to be repulsed by eating an animal carcass. Remember that humans survived this way for millennia. You can too.
Yeah. Right. Inventory. Water.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Food. Got some salvage. We've got quite a lot of titanium actually. Quite a lot. Okay, so let's start seeing what we can construct. We've got our Pathfinder tool, we need copper wire, so let's just make some copper wire. Let's now make Pathfinder tool. I'll explain to you how to use the Pathfinder tool when we go out exploring. Right, let's see what else we need. We used all the bladderfish. I was going to make one of them, but it's alright. I think we've got everything else besides the air bladder. I'm going to make a beacon. I'm going to show you how to use it and why you need to use it. Okay. Let's go out. The Pathfinder tool is very good for, like, if you're going into a cave system, for example. Say now this was a very deep cave system with lots of branches, and you are worried that you are going to get lost, because I mean, if the system is long, you will get lost and you will run out of air. So the Pathfinder tool acts like dropping a small little beacon. So you'll point it, say now you were going into this entrance here, you would actually point towards it and you would let off with your right click a little beacon. Little beacon will send out a little signal, which you can see here, which will help you find your way back. When you have put out enough beacons, like you could put another one, say down here. Just go get some
Oxygen.
air. When you have finished your exploring and you've made your way back out again, you can actually, it shows you here, clear nodes F. So if I press F, they will be picked up automatically and you'll have them back inside the device, which you can use again at some later stage. That's very good for cave exploring, definitely. Right. Now let's get on to our build tool. It's a very important device because you will need to build. Now, I mean, I think the Aurora is a bit too close by for comfort. So let's just put it away. Let's just find a place that is both deep, because we don't want to go too shallow, because when you're building, you're going to need to go deep. Generally your first base is more like a temporary base, because as you progress in the game you will probably find better locations. It is definitely preferable to have more than one base dotted around. You can have very small temporary bases which can help you, like if you're exploring a region and you just need a space to go to be able to survive with that. There's hot air coming up from the bottom of there, which is very dangerous. You will be exploring things like at a later stage of the game. I am going deeper. Let me just go up because I want to see how close is close. I definitely don't want to go in the direction of the Aurora, but away. Okay, having all those plants around can be a help, but it's restricting, because these fish at the bottom here, the stalkers, will be a nuisance. So let's just go further out. I should have actually built one of those little motorized handheld. They call it the glide or the slide. I personally don't use them that often. I prefer to explore and stop a lot, so sea glide. We'll make a sea glide soon. Okay. There's a lot of vegetation here. I think it's too much further out. This seems like I'm going around in a circle. Okay, we come to the red area. There's a lot of debris here in the red area, but it's also clearer, so I think this is a perfect location to build our first base. Right, first things first, get the tool ready. You right click on it, it brings up the menu of what you can construct, and the first thing you're going to construct obviously is the basic compartment.
Short-range scans suggest this biome supports extensive biodiversity and connects to a number of small cave networks. 30 seconds.
Okay, I'm just basically just putting that down. We'll come up, carry on with it while we're just going to get some more air.
Oxygen.
That's why it's imperative to have quite a lot of bases. And the sooner you start building a base, the quicker you'll be able to make more advanced builds. Oops, sorry. Let's just get out of this. Why is
Local scans show a nearby cave entrance, depth 90 meters, leading to an unknown environmental biome.
Yeah, okay, that's the basic one, and we'll just need we actually needed a doorway, so we need quartz. Okay, problem.
30 seconds.
There's definitely some very annoying fish out there voicing the objection to us invading their space. Okay, now, so you don't get lost. This is the reason why beacons are essential. So you don't lose where your base is now, where you're starting to build your base. You take your beacon, slot it in number 7, right click, send it out. Okay, the beacon has now ejected, it's now sending out a signal. If you move your mouse over it, you will find an ability to text. So I'm just going to put your base A as an example, just so that, as you can see in the distance, there's your pod.
30 seconds.
This is now your base. Let's just go for air. Right. Now to continue building, we are going to need to find some quartz. Sand shark over there. Let's see if we can just find a piece of quartz. Yep, right here. We'll just grab another piece to save time. Okay, let's go back down to our base. Bring out your tool, right click, hatch, left click,
30 seconds.
create it.
Warning, emergency power only.
Oxygen production offline.
So at the moment you have no power, so your oxygen that you're currently having is going to go down, but very slowly. So the next step is we're going to have to give some power to this place.
Oxygen.
So let's just go out. Just get some air.
Detecting increased foreign bacteria levels in the water. Performing a self-scan is advised.
Just made it. Okay, they want us to do a self-scan. So press F to do a self-scan.
Self-scan complete. Vital signs normal. Detecting trace amounts of foreign bacteria. Continuing to monitor.
That's why I mentioned earlier about fixing that radio. This is the reason why you don't want to do it yet, because you are becoming infected. Okay, back to our... Oh, sorry, wrong tool. Now to give your base power, you're going to need to create a solar panel. Okay, solar panel is copper ore and quartz. We picked up one more piece of quartz, we don't have enough. There is a biter fish here. It's very annoyingly, they like to attack for no reason, just because they're like, you're too close. Okay, let's see if we can just go down and grab a piece of quartz. And we are looking for copper.
30 seconds.
It's very annoying. We need to make some of those ladders. Right. Actually hearing something pretty big noise. Let's just put the camera away for now. We need to concentrate on that sand shark. It's coming a bit too close. Right, copper, 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 where are you? We need you. Because we are pretty deep. Lead. Because we are pretty deep, our oxygen will go down a lot faster. So, just keep an eye on that. Mobile bay. Local bay. Good. That's one of the things we were needing. We just need another 2 to be able to create it. Pick up this little salt so we can make some more fish. We'll be going down to the deeper caves later, not now.
30 seconds.
Frustratingly annoying. Okay. Let's just do something. Let's look up the PDA. To look for fabricator, coral and gold. Okay. Coral easy to get, gold is not. See, as you can see, your beacon is indicating where your base is. So you will never get lost. There's your first escape pod, and here's your base. shallower waters than it is over here. So let's just avoid the stalkers and head towards our drop pod. It's my imagination, but it actually looks like the Aurora is moving when you're swimming towards the drop pod. Want to make a bladder, so let's just grab a couple of these bladder fish. Stalker too close. Fishy, fishy.
New creature discovered.
Okay, we needed some of this red coral, so I'm going to take some now with us. Great. Let's grab some few more fishies for lunch. Here to use a fabricator because we don't have the means to make one yet without having more gold. Okay, before I make more water, I'm going to make, where is that? I'm going to make an air bladder, just so that we have an emergency thing with us if ever we need it. Water. It's okay, this is it's okay, we'll make some cured fish and a cooked one. Okay, let's just see to our personal needs first. Some water, we're going to need more water. Cured prepper, cooked boomerang. These two are cured. Keep them for later. Okay, we've got quite a few things which we can drop off. Creeper seed, we can actually maybe turn it into some oil. Make the floating pump and pipes. I said in a previous video that makes 4 pipes, it actually makes 5. I was actually just looking at it wrong, but definitely it makes 5. Let's just make a second one just to get rid of the titanium. So you picked up quite a lot. So we make 2 sets. We don't have to keep on coming up to the surface all the time. I was going to make an extra set of pipes as well. Rather too much than too little. Right, let's just see to our health. The biter got us. So we'll just quickly use that. And we need water and should be delivery. It comes right up to you. Right, we're gonna need some more water, definitely. Maybe even a third one. Get us really. Come on. Great. Maybe. Yeah, there it is. There. We'll just grab one more. Come here. Right. There should be food and water sorted. Right. Let us eat and drink. Cooked pepper, cooked boomerang. Very good. Just got some small pieces of scrap. I thought that we had recycled them. My bad. Great. And while we're here, let's just check to see what did we need. Yes, we've got enough to give power to our base. We've got 2 quartz, 2 titaniums, and a copper ore. So at least we've got. If we do that, we can have the basic, so that we can get it some power. This wind turbine is from a mod. So in your game, when you start off, you will not have this. As I said, it's a mod. I haven't as yet made one. I was just trying to actually test it out later on in the game when we maybe build on land. I'm not sure. I don't think a wind turbine would work underwater, but just so that you know what it is that is in my game. Right. So we'll go and we'll put down the first power source, and so that will give us access to our base on a regular basis. So we'll have air, and then we can always put on more additional ones as we build up our base with more rooms and things. Right, so let's get back to our base. On the way, we can just keep our eyes open for things. We'll just grab some water on the way, you never know. Could come in handy. Oops, I didn't even look to see where our base was. Okay, this is. Where is the marker? There is the marker. We were heading in the wrong direction. Okay. Tells you how many meters away it is. Can go above water. Let's just put the marker away. Can go above water if you want, but you will miss out on a lot, so I'd suggest just here. Fine. Yes. Water. Let's grab some. Grab some away. Go, man. Food. close to the surface, so it makes it easier. Alright, so here is our first part of our base. I know it doesn't look very impressive, but we all got to begin somewhere, right? Okay, right click, calling up on your second tab. See, the first one is all parts of the building of the construction of where you're going to live. Second one is your power sources and stuff. Let's give our base some power. Now I suggest that the part that you've got your access point, which is here, that you put your first power source directly
30 seconds.
above, and then see,
Welcome aboard, power restored. All primary systems online.
so now you have an air source for when you are exploring outside. You can't see anything. We're going to come to that now. So this is just a basic, very, very basic shelter that you can just get in. Now, the next step is integrity of your base. When you are down as low as you're going, your structure will become weaker and weaker depending on how low you are. So the best thing to do is to actually reinforce the walls. So say for example, I want to now look out on on this side of my place. I want to have a look, see what is happening outside. So if I right click and I actually call up the build options, you will find a window. We need glass for it. I already have glass on me, so if I clicked on it, I now have the option of snapping this glass. I will construct the glass, but now you will see it says -1 to base hull strength. So that means that your base is now become a lot weaker. So if your base becomes too weak, this base will flood with water. So my suggestion is, because that is the depth, so that's something to look out at, put a window in so you can have a look around. This is coming down to the base. Always have on the opposite side a reinforcement, which will then be your reinforcement. Unfortunately, at the moment, we do not have either lithium, which you will find further down in deeper caves, and we are out of titanium as well. So that's just for you to know for future building. If you are going to put in a window, it's going to make your base weaker, the structure, so you will need to put in something to reinforce it, to bring it back up. Great. Now the next thing you need to put in here, if you look down here, along here to the next one, is your ladders. You are going to be getting more blueprints opening up as you explore the depths of this ocean, finding wrecks and things. You will find further blueprints for vehicles and items like furniture and everything that you can actually put into your base. So this will be the basic. If I want to go up a level, I can put in a ladder. You'll see more constructions. This is like internal stuff. Some of the stuff is modded, which is the bottom things is modded. So don't look at that. But we're going to need to make a fabricator to be able to further our building, which means that we're going to need to get some gold. Titanium is all around us. Everywhere is titanium. But we picked up some coral on our way here, some table coral. Gold is going to be of our next thing we need to get. Miscellaneous is where you will actually find your furniture, the furniture items that you will come across buried on the ground and in vehicles and all scrap. You will find furniture pieces lying around which you can scan, learn the blueprint, and you can progress. Alright, it looks like it is getting darker, and unfortunately with darkness it means that your solar panel on the roof is going to run out of juice. So be aware of that. So let's go out, and if we're going to make another solar panel, we're going to have to get more quartz, titanium, copper, just so we can have further power to the base. And we're going to build further to put in other rooms. So the next thing we need to do is I'm going to put in an X compartment so that I can have it branching out in 3 other directions as well. So we'll need to pick up some titanium. As I said, titanium is all around. Let's put on a torch because it's nighttime. This red kind of looks like grass on the ground. This area here is where you're going to find, it's a bite of fish. You're going to find a lot of salvageable vehicle parts, so that it'll be quicker for you to be able to finally produce a little subnautical little vehicle that you can get around in. I would kill it, but then it becomes dark. Where is it coming from? It came around behind me. It reminds me of a piranha fish because it's very annoying and it just wants to bite you.
30 seconds.
30 seconds of air. Oh, I keep on forgetting I've got my face right here. Right here. Get out of my face, biter. So you can literally come in here, get some air, and go out and do some more exploring. But we've also, I've made some pumps and things like that, air pumps, which we are going to put down to do some more exploring. I'm just waiting for it to get more lighter so that I can have my hands free and not have to go around with the torch on me. Just as this little annoying biter fish, we need to get rid of it, or it is going to just annoyingly attack us all the time. We can go further down into the red area to scan for some vehicle parts. This looks like it's above a cave system, a very deep cave system. So what I'm going to do is right over here, I'm going to drop my first pump. Number 7. And I'm going to set it off. As you see, it's floating up to the top. Look how we didn't realize how deep we're down. Okay, so
30 seconds.
It's very far up. Let's just grab a gulp of air. Right. So I'm going to show you how this pump actually works. Is it in my hand? Oh, sorry, I'm picking up the next one. I thought, what? Pumping in my hand. Okay. Now how this pump works is you now place it in the ocean. Oh, we need number 8. Now we've got pipes. You attach your pipes to the pump. There. See, it's 1, 2, 3. 5. I did make extra because I realized we we're going to go down quite far down. You're just going to use all the pipes, even though I did make 2. I'm just going to make this. So now, when we need the air, we can just come here and use it. So we can scavenge down there, do what we need, and come down and use it. I'm going to probably look up how long the pipe is. It's going all the way up. It's quite far. I'm going to create some more pipes so it goes further down into the cave system, because as yet we haven't explored it, so we don't know where is the nearest plant sources to give us some air. So these do come in very handy. Right, okay. Look at our poor base. It looks so tiny from here. We need some more titanium to build it bigger. Okay, let's get on to it. Easiest means of getting titanium is, as I said before, switching out the wrecks.
30 seconds.
30 seconds of air already. Seriously. Don't know how much we needed until we don't have enough of it. Okay, yeah. Right. Let's just stay clear from these sand sharks. We needed some of this quartz for more glass. We want to make glass. Quartz is. Let's just keep near our base so that we can have access to air. I think I see more quartz down there.
30 seconds.
We definitely need to make a bigger tank.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
We definitely need to build another fabricator. Right, let's look out. Look, here's a crash. Looks like a crash pod right here. As I said, you didn't need the radio to do it, and there's sand sharks around here. So let's just quickly go down, scan. It's broken steam moth is the vehicle that I told you about. See, we've got the blueprints for it. Pod number 17. Let's see what you have. Get a data pad from you.
Integrating new PDA data.
Now I suggest we just go up to get some air, and then we will read what data is on pod 17.
30 seconds.
Remember, we came in on pod 5. I'm going to throw in that flotation device here. Just... Oh, we didn't need it right now. But let's just leave it here. Okay, let's just read what the PDA says from that. Look along the list here, you will find one that's going to say data downloads, Aurora survivors, Life Pod Crew 17. So audio playback, let's just listen to it.
Ozzy's log. It's the day of the crash. I don't know what the heck is happening. I'm scared and I'm not going outside. There are shadows in the water under the hatch, but I can't tell if they're rocks or aliens. And there's weird-looking caves nearby. The Aurora was carrying everything needed to build the phase gate. Mobile vehicle bays, bioreactors, propulsion cannons. It had a cinema. There was a zero-G gym. My cafe. I don't understand how we're here now. I don't know why no one's coming for me.
Okay. So, Pod 17 was a cafe owner that was on the Aurora. You will eventually find his cafe there as well. what I like to do is I actually like to drop a beacon at each location so that I can find them again if I need them. It's just as a thing on my map so that I can keep a track of who is whatever. Just checking to see if there's anything else here that I might be able to salvage. Doesn't look like it. Looks like whatever got him was pretty big. There's the gold that we needed. We'll grab some salt and grab some
30 seconds.
I was gonna grab some dinner on the way, but it's alright. Fighters there. Okay, so we're definitely going to be coming back to this pod because it's not too far from our escape pod. Just so that we can keep a track of where all the pods are. I know that there's another pod in that direction close to the front end of the Aurora as well. I think it's pod number 4. Alright, let's just see with our things if we titanium. So we just need to get some titanium and then we can actually put in a fabricator into our base, which is essential if we want to actually build a lot faster. Okay, let's go down. Let's just check around, see if we can from up here if we can see any salvage. Yes, it looks like some. Is this salvage or is that a cave system? Okay, it's looking more like a cave system than salvage. We don't want to go down into any of the deep caves just yet. Silver, we definitely need it for wiring. Don't you need any more salt? Sand sharks, just keep away from them.
30 seconds.
2 seconds of air. Looks like another wreck over there. Let's get down here and put in fabricator. Okay. I'm going to put the fabricator. Titanium. I thought I had titanium. Didn't I pick up titanium? Not enough of it, apparently. This place is usually littered with wreckage. Oh, we got distracted, that's right, because we found that. Come on, whoops, sand shark. We don't want to plug through that. Salt. Let's go for here.
30 seconds.
distance from our base. Search of titanium. 75 seconds of air. So just need to know.
Seek fluid intake.
Yeah, we're giving to that. We're definitely coming to that. Oh, yes. Here is the tool we need. The laser cutter fragment. Get away, sand shark. Scan it. So we got another two. We need to
30
find another
seconds.
2 of them, which is probably this one over here. Let's just go up and get some air. So we need the laser tool to cut open steel doors that we come across. We will be needing to go to use against the Aurora. Okay, just while we're here, let's just have cured. Okay, we still need water. Our water is very low. Let's just go down and scan what's inside. So we can get there before we run out of water. Mobile bay. Yes, we need that for our boat builder. Vehicle bay is our boat builder. Okay, let's head back towards our base. So it's over here. Let's go down. Okay, that's the side that's got the solar panels.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I could have sworn we had enough time because I haven't deconstructed it. Oi, 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 oi. So unless we get that titanium purely from the rocks, taking the salvage, you're still going to have to take it to the first
Seek
fabricator,
fluid intake immediately.
and which is that way. We're going to have to use the fabricator on our escape pod to turn salvage into titanium. So let's put this away. Just quickly get to our pod. Soon we won't have to actually need to even come back to this pod on a regular basis after we've created lockers and everything at our new base. Come on, it's moving so slow. At a later stage you will be making faster fins, so that is something to look forward to. The Aurora is definitely moving. Optical illusion not. Okay. Water. Right, let's just take care of that.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Okay, let's just convert our scrap. Lots, as you can see, plenty. If I look at, see how much titanium we've got now. Lots. Great. Okay, our health is a bit down from those nasty creatures. Just take another medi pack. I'm not going to use this straight away. Let's just hold on to it for now until something bigger wants to fight us. Let's have a look, see what's in our inventory. Let's just yeah, let's just take the water with us, just so we don't have to keep on running back here. And I'm going to take the rubber with us as well. We'll hold off on the food and everything. Okay, it's night time. Okay, so our base is behind. So let's just swim casually back, keeping an eye open for anything. Oops, oops, oops. See? I'm picking it up even though, I mean, it actually takes up too much space. Big ones take up too much space. Can I even catch you? Do we have space for you, fish? Yes. I think we need to actually create a sea glide just to help with swimming, and just make swimming faster, like especially to get back to base. As I said, I don't personally like using the sea glide that much because of the reason that you go past too fast, and when you need to explore some things, and I don't know, it's just something about me that I don't like to go fast when I'm exploring.
Oxygen.
That breather that I put down with the pipes, it might be advisable to actually make a couple of beacons to actually point out where they are, because it's very easy to get lost where you've actually got them in the. I mean, I can see the pipe coming down over here, but it's very easy to lose where it is. So yeah, it's just 75 seconds is not much time. Where is our base? Okay. I'm going to put the fabricator right on the wall near the door so that it does not block off where you're going to be putting the panel to reinforce this place. You can move it at a later stage, but just so it's right near the door and quick to get to, I'm going to put it here. As you can see, you can move it around. When it is red, obviously it means you cannot place it there. When it is green, it means you can place it there. There's a lot of places you can put it. I'm not going to put it over there due to the fact I'm going to be putting on additional rooms to make my base a lot bigger. And I don't want it too close to where the reinforcement is going to be. So it's closer to the door is fine. Now remember that the fabricator does take power. So even though we've got one solar panel up on the roof and it's giving us power at the moment, that power has a limited battery, so we are going to have to put up more. So in the meantime, I'm just going to get some more water because we're pretty low on it. Let's just have some water. It also will help to clear some space. Right. Now that we've got a fabricator here, we can look at increasing the size of our base. See, it's becoming morning already, so fortunately that means that our solar power panel is giving us power. I did not put it anywhere near here where I'm moving my mouse because over here is if I want to extend and go upwards, this is where I would actually put in a tube to go to a higher level. Okay, so that's why I've left it out at the moment. We are going to put in an X piece. The X piece now allows me to proceed to build my base out in 3 different directions. Okay, so make sure
30
it clicks
seconds.
and hold to put it on, and let's just go in before we run out of air. And if we walk down, you can see that you now have 3 directions you can now go out. Great. I generally like to hold off here because as you progress and discover, you'll learn rooms. At the moment, we don't have any rooms. We are actually in a corridor at the moment, so you can hold off for building of additional rooms, or you can try and build stuff in the corridors. As I said, it's not a very good idea, but we do need is a wall locker. So I'm going to place one on the opposite side to the fabricator, just so that I can store some stuff. The locker. If you look at the word locker, you can actually click on it, and you can type, put your own whatever you want to actually call it. You can actually put in whatever you want to call this thing. For now, let me just go here. I'm going to call it mixed, because from here I will sort it into whatever else I'm going to be putting in there. So for now I will put in, right click, put in the lead, put in the rubber, put in all this sulfur in the oil. I don't need that at the moment. I could even throw in the cooked fish. It's not cooked, it's cured. This it'll last. Just gives me just a bit more room inside here. I'm holding on to the titanium at the moment. Let's throw in the quartz as well, and the salt, because at the moment we don't need to put any windows in, because as I said, the more windows you put into your building at the beginning, the more vulnerable it'll become. And you don't have any lithium at the moment to be able to reinforce your base. It's very nice having a nice big, to like live under a glass bubble and see everything around you, but that can come at a later stage. This is just the very, very basics beginning. We've got some salvage here that is taking up 4 slots, so let's just get, yeah, good thing to save. Let's just get rid of that, rather use the 4 slots for something else, and we need the titanium anyway. Right, let's see what else is out there. I should actually stream this at some time, so that the viewers out there can actually ask questions on what they are interested in finding out. I'm going to extend. See, look, I could put a glass wall in so that you can see all around. It would take would actually take 2 pieces of glass. 1 piece of glass takes 2 quartz. Just get some air in here.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Let's just check. We need to make yeah, we need some copper ore. We need to make more power because we are building up to the base. So let's just go out Where is our tube? Where did we put it? It was over the cave system, if I'm right. It was over the cave system. Yeah. Maybe we should make some more going further down. Okay. I'm going further down into the cave area.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen
Silver,
efficiency decreased.
titanium. Here's another plant, different plant to scan. Yeah.
30 seconds.
Right, let's just get up to our tube. This is such a glare. Okay, I think we better just let's just go make this tube longer. Just put the scanner away. Where is our base? There. Let's go make some more tubing. Just so we have extra. Actually, what is it that we need to make a bigger air tank? Glass. I could kick myself. We just need some glass. Okay, we've got the tank already. Let's go and get some. Let's go find some quartz. 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 Where you hiding quartz? You find quite a lot on the ground, especially in this red area. But when you don't need it, you'll find plenty of it. But when you need it, you won't find any. Speaking of the dead,
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Just a simple question to the viewers. How long can you hold your breath for? Can you hold it for 30 seconds? Take it. Take it. Quartz. One more, one more.
30 seconds.
29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 23. Ah, break. Right. No, that was for 2 pieces of glass. Okay, we've got 1 piece of glass here, and we've got 2 in storage. I think we've got 2 pieces of quartz in storage. Let's go check. I just save on a regular basis because you never know when the power is going to go out, eh? Glass. Another piece of glass. Right, we open up our tab thing. We take off the oxygen tank and equip it. Then we put it in here. Personal. And we now increase it from a standard to a higher capacity. So we were at 45, then we went to 75. Now let's see what we are. We are now 135 seconds. So much better. So much better. Okay, we're going to need to get some food and water. Ocean basket. We request. Oh yes, a fish we haven't had yet.
New creature discovered.
So we'll definitely take that. Wait, wasn't that also a new one? No, it's gone. Now, the further you go into the game, you will start seeing creatures that are different. Some friendly, some not. Let's just make some lunch. We're not going to cure it because we want to eat it now. Reginald. Reginald, I am about to eat you. Tasty. We need 2 more fish for water. Definitely. But I've noticed that the deeper you go, the less likely you have of actually running into those pink blackfish. Okay, the water only comes, the thing only comes to here, so let us extend the tubing so that it goes down lower. I'm trying to aim for the cave system below us. Because it is very deep and we don't want to run out of air. I mean, it's not a train smash if you do, because I mean you will respawn in your base. Okay, escape wood. These little fish floaters. So scan them and add them to our inventory, our database. Sorry. These floater fish that is holding up the rock. Very important. You will see them later on in the game where they are ginormous. They are so big that they are actually able to float huge land masses. Sea moth. Are we actually able to create a sea moth? I don't think we got enough. We've still got 2 more pieces to uncover for the sea moth, and we need to have the mobile bay constructed for it. We need 1 more piece for the mobile bay. We could create a sea glide for speed, and the grav trap. I suppose we can try and create that as well, which could be a help. These waterproof lockers, very good if you're going to explore and take out like everything in a cave system. They are pretty useful. Right, so as I said, the further in this red area, this red grass area,
30 seconds.
You'll find a lot of those pieces. Find very far. Okay, sorry, it's too far away from the tube. 17. I still want to create a beacon to go and put it at that 17. So yeah, I think that is actually a very good thing to do. Okay, let's just go down here and just harvest a bit. Titanium. As I said, you will be getting a lot of titanium, so it's good for building your base. It's about the most mineral or material that you will get in abundance. See, as you can see, the one window you can see into your base. Let's see if we can actually do an extension. No, we can't do a glass extension. We can do a normal extension. Let's just do a normal extension. Just our base is a little bit bigger.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
See, we're a little bit bigger, and the reason why I wanted to do that is because I wanted to get these walls here, this and this here. So that gives us 4 walls on this side that we can actually put according to here as well. So put more lockers on, because as you are going to now collect resources, you will want to divide them. You'll have one with all titanium and one with all like salt in. You know, you will as you progress in the game, you're gonna find that you're gonna need a lot of lockers. And once you have actually discovered the blueprints for the big huge rooms, you will have like some of the rooms which is just totally full of the lockers of things. So like over here, I can now say put in the silver. Okay, copper we're gonna keep, in the gold. So silver and gold will go in here, or probably even like silver, gold, and diamonds, because those things are quite difficult to come by in the game. And yeah, so I'm going to actually leave it here for now. We will come back to it. This is just so that we've got the basics of base building. We are going to progress and go further into base building, collecting more resources. In the next episode, I want to create our mobile docking bay so that we can actually start creating our vehicles and to get around a lot more. So we do have a lot more oxygen, and we can stay out a bit longer, but in the beginning of the game you will need to do a lot of those floating air breathers with the pipes. As I said, you don't have to stick to just the 5. As you see, I actually put down so many just to get down here because we are quite a distance from the surface. Okay, let's go back in, and I'll leave it here. Hopefully this has been entertaining as well as educational, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you for watching.